I remember the sound first. Paper sliding against polished wood. The lawyer clearing his throat like he was about to announce the weather warning no one would heed. My brother sat straight, already rich in posture. My wife leaned back, bored, scrolling nothing on her phone. And me, I was staring at my hands, still smelling faintly of the hospital soap from the night my father died. $10, the lawyer said. That was it. 10. My wife didn't even try to hide the smile. It crept up slow, satisfied. I always knew you were a failure, she whispered, loud enough to land. She stood, kissed my brother's cheek, and walked out like the room belonged to her now. My brother laughed. Not cruel, worse, relieved. I said nothing. I stared at the bill in my palm. That's when I saw it. A faint mark, not ink, pressure. My father's habit. He never circled things, he pressed into them, like he wanted the paper to remember. A small star, near the serial number. I folded the bill once, carefully, like it mattered, because it did. My father wasn't kind, he was precise. Growing up, my brother learned how to take credit. I learned how to watch. My father noticed that difference early. He tested us, gave us broken watches, unsolvable problems, silence. My brother complained. I listened. The last year of his life, I was the one who drove him to treatments, who signed papers he pretended not to read, who sat while he talked about chess openings and hostile takeovers like they were the same thing. You don't announce power, he once told me, staring through a hospital window. You let people trip over it. I didn't know then that he was already setting the board. The bank manager froze when I handed him the bill. Not dramatically, no gasps, just stillness. His eyes flicked to the serial number, then to me. "Where did you get this?" he asked. "An inheritance," I said. He swallowed, picked up the phone, didn't dial. "Please come with me." Behind a locked door, he finally spoke. "That bill is a bearer trigger." I waited. "It's tied to a legacy trust, old money, pre-digital failsafe. Whoever holds it activates voting rights contingent on biometric confirmation." I smiled for the first time that day. My father had taught me to be patient. He had also taught me to be cruel when necessary. The betrayal had already happened. I just hadn't named it yet. My wife had been meeting my brother for months. Family dinners, late calls, shared accountants. When my father's company quietly shifted board seats, I noticed patterns no one else cared to look at. I hired no investigators. I didn't need them. I followed the money. Offshore shells, temporary CEOs, a planned vote to dilute shares the Monday after the will reading. My brother wasn't just inheriting millions, he was inheriting control, or so he thought. I spent the weekend preparing, quietly confirming identity, quietly signing nothing, quietly letting them believe the story they'd written for me. By Sunday night, the trust was awake. By Monday morning, the company wasn't theirs anymore. "You're outdated. We're done here," the CEO hissed at me in the hallway outside the executive elevator. I nodded, understood. That was the moment the retirement trust activated its voting rights. At 9:07 a.m., emergency notifications hit every board member. At 9:12, legal counsel confirmed the numbers. At 9:15, my brother started calling. 76%. Not transferred, not inherited, owned. The boardroom smelled like panic and expensive cologne. My brother was pale now. My wife stood behind him, arms crossed, doing the math too late. "Who fired the CEO?" someone demanded. I set the $10 bill on the table. "My father," I said, 3 years ago. Silence. I explained nothing else. I didn't have to. The document spoke, the votes aligned. The CEO was escorted out, still arguing with people who no longer worked for him. My brother finally looked at me, really looked. "You knew?" he asked. "I watched," I said. That hurt him more. The fallout was efficient. My brother lost his board seat by Friday. His millions were performance-based, locked behind conditions he could never meet without control. My wife filed for divorce. Her lawyer stopped returning calls once asset discovery began. She tried to apologize. I declined to listen. Weeks later, I visited my father's grave. I placed a $10 bill on the stone. "You were right," I said quietly. No one saw it coming. The wind moved through the trees like applause no one else could hear. I walked away lighter, not because I'd won, but because I had never lost. They mistook silence for weakness, they mistook kindness for absence, and they forgot the most important lesson my father ever taught me. Power doesn't announce itself, it waits, then it collects.